It's just so much smarter and better for the horse to put them into these critical wilderness areas. We got 110 million acres. We really only need 20 million acres of that. What we're doing is, by reducing the fuel in these wilderness areas, we're protecting the timber industry, the heritage trees. We got trees that are 5,000 years old that are burning up. They're matchsticks now because of all the fuel, because of the depleted herbivory. The deer and elk are gone pretty much. California's down almost 3 million deer. I mean, they were grazing 3 million tons of annual grass and brush. Now that grass and brush sits there. When you have a good cover crop or grass and brush native plants, what happens is when the rain falls, it basically buffers the hydraulic action first, and then it gives the water time to go down into the ground in the aquifer, refreshing the aquifer. When you have a fire and that's gone, what happens is the rain hits and it just strips off the topsoil, and all that pours into the rivers and streams. It kills all the fish, suffocates their eggs. And then what happens is now the soil is damaged, and so it's very difficult for that soil to come back. And these fires cause what is known as hydrophobic soils, which means there's kind of a waxy layer that forms from the heat of the fire, and it repels water. So next fall, when the water comes, even on an area that's burned, that maybe won't burn again immediately, it will burn in a year or two though, what happens is when the rain comes next year, it hits the ground and it hits the hydrophobic layer, and the water continues to just run off and erode the ground. So by putting the horses in these areas, we save timber, we protect the forest, we protect the wildlife in those forests, and by taking them out of the areas where they're commingled in these ecologically damaged areas, we also help, it's a side effect, the livestock industry and the other industries that want, big pharma, all these different industries that want to use public lands. Tesla, he's got to get his minerals, aluminum, cobalt, copper, all that stuff comes out of the public lands. They win, but guess what? The horses win big, because now they're in areas that have a lot of forage, they're not ecologically damaged, and there's a lot of water.